We're going to pivot to our New York Jets, and they have hired Robert Saleh as the head coach. If you checked out our YouTube channel, I did make a video the night it happened, my live reaction, but I love this hire. We talked about this, I think last week. And this is just the perfect guy. I've said it a million times. I'll keep saying it. We needed the culture builder. We needed the leader. That's him. And he's bringing in an amazing staff. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to hear your opinions first.
Yeah, I'm jacked up. Obviously, I mean, I know previously I stated I want the offensive-minded guy, but the more and more I'm learning about Robert Saleh, the more and more happy I am. And I know you're so big on all this, and the excitement that it's bringing you, it's uplifting me, right? I'm like, oh man, Marky's getting this hyped up over this guy. So I'm excited about the energy he's going to bring. I'm loving seeing the guys like Mekhi Becton. I'm loving seeing Quinnen all being super pumped up that this guy's coming in to take over the reins. I'll be a solid disciple. I'll be all in. I'll follow him. We'll make some shirts, the Solid Disciple or the Saleh Army, and we're all in. So yeah, I'm super jacked up about it. And like this coaching staff that we're bringing in, it looks like you could throw pads on them and they can go body half the other team. Exactly. I'm ready to run through a brick wall just seeing who we're bringing in.
I know, exactly. Before we start talking about some of the, rumored or pretty much confirmed coaching staff that he's bringing in, the one thing I really want to say is just that outpouring of support from players around the league, right? Like Robert Saleh is a great coach, better man. Like Russell Wilson commented that, like Richard Sherman was all in on it. That's so nice and refreshing to see as a Jets fan, right? Like when we hired Adam Gase, there was already a gloom and doom from day one. Players on the Dolphins were like laughing at us that we brought him in. And like, it's just such a different vibe around the Jets right now. And I'm truly just thankful that Joe D, went through the process and got a guy that's going to, just turn over a new leaf for us and like give us a fresh breath of air. So
words are tough.
Yeah, no, that was a tongue twister, but no, I'm excited about this hire. So let's talk about some of the rumored staff. So the big one, obviously, everyone's asking who's he going to bring in for a coordinator. Pretty much confirmed at this point is Mike LaFleur. He was the passing game coordinator of the Niners. His older brother is Matt LaFleur, obviously the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Believe it or not, Robert Saleh was actually Matt LaFleur's best man at his wedding. So little family tie there. And, Matt LaFleur is a Shanahan disciple. We're going to see a lot of that. I think it's like an outside run scheme. So like, this is an exciting time. I mean, this is exactly who you want. You get a Shanahan disciple on offense and you just get an absolute alpha male running your team. Besides that, Gregory Knapp is going to be the QB coach. He was with the Falcons, I believe, longtime QB coach in the NFL. Very, very nice to bring in a seasoned vet coach to coach up our QB, whether it's Darnold, Wilson, Fields, maybe even Deshaun Watson, who knows, to compared to Dow Logan's, right, for the last couple of years. So this is
come on, credit to Logan. No one threw a better challenge flag than Logan. So.
That's a fact. Really quickly, some rumored names. I mean, I don't know too much about him. Taylor Embry, running back coach. John Benton, O-line coach from the Niners. Big pickup if that ends up being true. Rob Calabrese, 30-year-old pass game specialist. And then Miles Austin, wide receiver coach. Love that. You remember him from his Dallas
I think
days,
what
right?
kind of, is awesome about this is everyone that they're bringing in, obviously we just brought in Saleh. He just signed today. But everyone that we're bringing in is relatively young, right? Yeah. And that's what we were talking about that we would like, right? We want those young guys who are going to kind of come in there, shake it up a little bit, kind of, play,
exactly.
Get them inspired to go play. And we've been missing that the past couple of years. Rex was that guy to kind of get his guys to go get hyped up, but we haven't seen that since Rex. And it was almost a joke. He was almost kind of like a laughing stock, like almost a joke. Yeah. Now this guy's coming in and he's going to inspire them to go to war, essentially, exactly. Right? So I'm super excited about the youthfulness coming in and also the quality of character that we're bringing in.
Exactly. And you even mentioned it. Jeff Ulbrich is the rumored D coordinator. Nothing confirmed on that end at all. But
I hope he goes back to I hope he wears the mohawk.
He looks like he could actually suit up and play right now. He's the interim D coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons. He spent some time in Seattle with Saleh. I'd love that hire. And then, Saleh's slogan, all gas, no brakes. I'm ready, baby. That's it. Let's just keep pounding and let's just run through a wall for this guy. I'm ready to go.
That's it. Let's do it, baby. I'm all in and I'm super jacked up about it, but it's time to pivot, talk some different sports here.
Well, real quick before we do, Deshaun Watson to the New York Jets. The rumors are picking up steam. Looks like there's probably going to be no resolution to that problem he has with Jack Easterby and Cal McNair. Cal McNair is the owner of the Texans. Not talking to them. He's been in New York all week long. I think with his marketing guy, he was at the Nets game last night. He's liking an Instagram post to the New York Post with him with the Jets uni. I mean, I don't think he was wearing it, but like talking about a trade, hinting at it. We love.
Wasn't it also rumored that he asked the Houston front office to bring in Saleh for an interview, and they
exactly.
did not? So, hey,
that's fueling the fire a little bit. And the fact that he's been in New York all week, like that's just it's exciting to think about. You know what I mean? Like maybe this has some smoke. Maybe he loves the city. Maybe he wants to be here, and he'd request a trade here. You know,
big market. The guy's a winner. I mean, I'm not going to dive back into it because we talked about it on a previous episode here, but Deshaun to the Jets would be awesome. I'd love to see it. I'm sure everyone in New York would love to see it. And I'm pretty sure everyone is willing to give a bunch up to go get him too. And like you were talking about, you sent me a message before talking about Allen Robertson liking tweets
about Watson to the Jets,
Watson. Yeah. So that's going to bring in, bring in those big name free agents and all that he will bring in. So, hey, if that were to happen, I don't think we're far off from a title.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, who knows? Before we move on off of Watson, would you give up?
I'm going to take some heat for saying that, though.
Would you give up 3 first-round draft picks?
Yeah, give them up.
I would give them up too, in a heartbeat. Let's do it. But
give me the dog.